Welcome to Agenda Edina, a news program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. Drivers on France Avenue will not be slowed by city construction for the second summer in a row. The city had planned to begin construction in July along the corridor to enhance intersections and provide safer crossing for pedestrians. Next summer, landscaping was to be done. However, when the city opened bids for the intersection improvements, officials found that just one contractor had submitted a bid, and it was more than $500,000 over the city's estimate.
The time of the year, was a big factor, primarily because of the late winter we had. All the contractors got pushed, so with snow in May and a lot of rain in, May and April, it pushed them back quite a bit.
The city decided to reject the bid and request bids again in the fall with the landscaping portion of the project. Construction then would all occur in 2014. The project is important for pedestrians and bicyclists in the area. By removing the free right turn islands, the corners at the intersections of 66th, 70th, and 76th Streets will be expanded to increase space for pedestrians and decrease the length of the crossing. ADA-compliant pedestrian accommodations, pedestrian-level lighting, and planters will be installed. In addition, median refuge islands will be built. Median refuge islands are the space between northbound and southbound traffic where pedestrians or cyclists may need to wait. Traffic signals will be improved with accessible pedestrian signals, countdown timers, and vehicle and bike detectors. And to maximize pedestrian safety, the lanes on France Avenue will be narrowed from 13 and 14 feet wide to 11 and 12 feet wide. This will add to the space needed to create a boulevard between the sidewalk and road, as well as the refuge in the middle of the busy roadway.
Yep, we were, once we opened up the bids, we were disappointed that the one bid that did come in was over budget. However, it's going to allow us to do the project over one construction season versus two construction seasons, less disturbance to the commuting traffic and the people that utilize the retail establishments throughout the greater Southdale area.
The project is estimated to cost just over $4 million. The city has received a federal grant of about $1 million for part of the project. When he was 18, Edina resident Alec Fisher put together the movie Minnesota Nice after being a target of bullying for years. Edina 16's Dietrich Nissen sat down with Alec to find out why making this movie meant so much to him and the community.
I have been bullied.
I have been bullied.
I've been bullied. I have been bullied.
Before he made the movie Minnesota Nice, Alec Fisher had experienced his share of bullying.
There was an incident in school where I had commented on somebody's eyes, a guy's eyes, and so rumors had gone around that I was gay because I said this kid had pretty eyes. And so I went to the football game like a week after that happened, and I tried to get into the student section, and kids from my grade and the grade above me were like, well, you can't be here, faggots don't go to sport games.
That happened in 6th grade. By his senior year of high school, Fisher knew he wanted to share his perspective.
I wanted to make sure people knew that it wasn't just, if you're gay, you'll get bullied, or if you're fat, you'll get bullied. I wanted it to be, this is a universal issue where anything that could appear strange to a person, you can be targeted for.
He managed to take what was a painful experience and be resilient enough to turn that into something that really has changed the lives of other people.
Edina High School staff members approved of Fisher's idea for a senior May term project in 2012. 35 interviews and several 12-hour days of editing later, Minnesota Nice was finished.
Are we really Minnesota Nice?
I would stay up in the middle of the night debating whether or not I should end my life.
It's something hard to love, but it really touched the heart of everyone who saw it.
I think what it does is give people hope, because they can see that every person in his documentary persevered and they got to the other side of the bullying.
Having people that you can become human with is key to having a successful school, because then you feel, even if there are incidents, they know who you are, and they have gotten to know you, and that's, I think, amazing.
And for Fisher, who's attending the University of Minnesota, this movie is just the beginning of what he hopes is a career in fighting for social justice. In Edina, Dietrich Nissen, Edina 16.
Fisher has won several awards for the movie, including being named Edina's Person of the Year and receiving a mayor's commendation. Dozens of Minnesota schools and nonprofits have also reached out to him for the movie. If you'd like to watch it for free, log on to youtube.com and search Minnesota Nice. Thanks for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.